Thank you everybody for joining the DEKEMA furnaces. First, we're going to go through their standard furnace, and then we'll segue into their new Series I next generation furnaces, which I think you're going to be very pleased, not only in the standard, but the Series I has some really cool features and benefits that we're going to dig into. So during the presentation, we're going to kind of toggle back and forth. We're going to have live webinar like you're seeing right now. Then we're going to do some screen sharing sessions where you'll actually be seeing Constance going through the user interface of the touchscreens of the DEKEMA. So Constance, thank you so much for being here, and really look forward to learning more and teaching everybody about your great lineup of furnaces that we have.
Thank you very, very much. Yes, it's a pleasure for me also to be here, and I hope you will enjoy the time what we spent together to go through the furnaces. And just for you, we will share the screen of the furnace via a VNC connection directly, so that you can directly see what I'm doing. So in the time when I'm explaining the furnaces, I will directly work on the furnace.
Perfect.
Okay.
Great.
Good.
So let's dig in. We're going to go into the user interface panel and the features and benefits of their standard furnace. This is a 664 that we're going to dig into first. So I'm going to just toggle into the screen sharing session here. How we operate the furnace.
Okay. So what you see right now is the program manager after turning on the furnace. So this is the user interface with a touch screen, with the touch sensitive buttons to operate the furnace. So you have on the top the information bar, which shows you all important parameters of the furnace. So as an example, you see the Austomat 664, and when you click on that, you see the firing cycles you already performed on this furnace. So we are currently in the program manager. In the middle, you see the loaded sintering program. So you easily can scroll through the programs with a scroll bar on your right side, as you can see. And then you have on the left side the function bars for loading, saving, and transferring the sets.
Perfect. So how does a customer select a specific program?
Oh yeah, this is really easy. I just go to the dialog programs. So as you can see, from 79 to 84, these are the current programs which we downloaded, and you easily can just click on this with a double click. You open the program, and then you can start program with the green button, or just to go back to show it to you again, you click one time on the program, and then you have downside the button select program. And if you click on this, you are coming into the same screen where you can directly start the program.
Gotcha. So selecting a program is fairly simple with the great, panel and user interface. How would a customer or a user create his or her own program? What does the customer do there?
Yeah. So this is possible. So you have here on 85 as an example, you have a free area. You just click on this, and then you can also click on select program. Then you get the next screen, and here you can type in the name of the program. As an example, webinar, then enter, and then you get into the editor. So this is the classical editor where you can create your own program. But I don't create it right now. So when you go back, the furnace is asking you, this is not saved. If you would like to save, I say currently no. And we get back to the program manager.
Perfect. So the DEKEMA furnace can also hold up to a storage of, I believe it's 200 programs, correct?
Yes, 200 programs on the touch screen. There's a huge database inside of the furnace where you can download, I do not know, thousands of programs, but you see on the touch screen currently the 200 programs. Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a database of manufacturers' programs as well that's accessible to the customer. Where do they go to access that database?
Yeah. For this, I would like to change the current screen to our DEKEMA website. Okay. So this is nice. We all invite you to come, by the way, to the IDS. As you can see, there's something special coming, but today I would like to show you how to access to our database. For this, you see the different buttons, company, products, and under service. I just click on this. One second. This is the DEKEMA service, and here you have, as you can see, over 60,000 programs. And if you're here the first time as a laboratory, you just register for labs. You just click on this. I just do it to show you what you have to fill inside. So you have to put your email address and your own created password, some company information, and the most important thing is you have to select the furnace what you have. And you can see we have all furnaces here inside what we have at DEKEMA and the related furnace identification number. You will find this identification number on the back side of your furnace. After that, please agree to the terms and conditions and the privacy and click on I'm not a robot. This is another security code, and then register. You directly receive your response. And if you have done this, you go on under login. And I will just log in so that you see what is behind this. So if you type in your email address, one second, and then the related password, and then sign in. So now you're in the download area. Oh, wait, it's not in. I just changed it. So it recognized that I'm German, so it went to German. Sorry for that. So here you have the download area. So you can select the different download types. So you have PDF. This is interesting for you just to see how the programs look like. And then you have DDS. I call it, it's the language of the furnace. So this is needed for downloading the program. I just select DDS, sorry. Then we have the sintering, the pressing, and the firing. So we are speaking about sintering. After that, you choose your related furnace. We spoke about the 664 currently, so I selected also. And then, as you can see, you get the huge range of nearby every manufacturer who has zirconias available for sintering. And you just select as an example Kurarai if you would like to, and then you see on the right side this Kurarai DDS file, and you just click on this and you download it. After you have downloaded it on your computer, you take a formatted USB thumb drive and you upload everything on this USB. This USB you put into our USB slots, which are on the back side of the furnace. And then I will show you how we upload the program. So we have to change again to the...
Perfect. So we'll change back to the 664.
Yes. So now we are back on the furnace. So you, 1 second. Sorry, I was too fast. So you have the button transfer step. You click on this button transfer step, and you have this. Now it's green lighted load from USB stick. And then you click on OK. This is showing you now the uploaded different programs what you have. And I just go to Kurai and say load. With this, you get I call it split screen. So you have on the right side the current status. So this is showing you the current situation on your furnace. On the left side, you see the external step. External step load on from the USB stick. So all Katana programs. And with the lower area, you have the possibility either to select one program or all. So I click on select all, and as you can see, everything is lighted in gray. And then I search for a free area. As an example, I just go a little bit up. So I take 100, and then you can either transfer or paste the program. So I click on transfer, I click on paste, and you see now everything is on the furnace side. And I just go outside of it, and you see them there on the screen.
Perfect. So that database is really, really great to have. So you can get all different types of manufacturers, their latest software versions, and really easy to import it into your furnace.
Yeah, you only have to go to our website and download it to a USB stick, and then you have it directly on the furnace.
Perfect. So I know DEKEMA is always working on new add-ons for the furnaces. Where would one go to update the furnace to the latest software?
Yeah. So in the time when DEKEMA has an update, we send out product information with a description of the update and also with a link. So with this link, you also download the whole software. You just put the software on also USB stick. Important for the standard furnaces is that you turn off the furnace, you put the USB stick inside the slot, and then you turn on the furnace again. The furnace is directly taking this whole new software and it's integrating it inside. In the time when it's finished, the furnace makes beeps so that you know that you can remove the USB stick.
Perfect. And then where do you find on the panel, the touchscreen, if the furnace is on the latest version?
Yeah, for this, we go under Setup. This is the area where you can personalize your furnace if you would like to. And then you have the button so-called furnace identification. You just click on this. There you also see your furnace identification number, or the serial number so-called, on this furnace. And there's also the latest software version mentioned.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I also see there's a variety of different buttons that you can choose. I see a language one as well. So there's multiple languages.
Yes. So for us, it's really important that everybody can use and work with the furnace. And as you know, currently we are in the US, so the furnace is in English. When you click on it, you see a variety of different languages. We currently have 14 languages integrated. And as you know, I assume this, that in California, a lot of Spanish people there are a lot of people living who prefer to speak in Spanish. So you can just change the furnace. You click on Spanish and you say, okay. And as you can see, it's directly changing to the language. So now the Spanish-related people can directly work on it. For me, sorry, it's much easier to have it in English, so I will change it again back to English.
Perfect, thank you. And this is the 664 DEKEMA.
Yeah.
Can you do a fast sinter cycle?
So yes, this is something I think really important for all dental technicians, because they need to have the opportunity to sinter fast. And this is possible with the furnace. And we do also have a bunch of material manufacturers who already integrated their speed sintering cycles into our database. As you can see as an example here from Katana. So I just click on program 104 and open it. And as you can see, this is the material or the speed sintering cycle within 90 minutes for the Katana UTML or STML. So this is possible with the furnace.
All right. So it seems really easy, user-friendly. You know, we just uploaded, maybe 4 or 5 Katana programs within seconds. So the user-friendliness and the intuitiveness of the 664 is amazing. We do have the 674i that we're going to go to.
Yeah.
So we're going to dig into that. And right off the bat, I see there's a difference just in the physical, nature of it. It's a little bigger. The chamber's bigger. It can fit more units, but also the control panel or the user panel.
Yeah. So currently you don't see it, but the touch panel is a little bit bigger than the standard furnace touch panel, so it's 10.4. And we will change now to now you see already the screen of it, to our, I call it next generation furnace.
Why do you call it the next generation furnace?
Yeah, so for DEKEMA, this is something what is really important for us in our daily work. We have our ear to our customers. So this means for us it's so important that our customers have an easy way of working, daily working with the furnace. So with this new next generation furnaces, we integrated great features to make the life of dental technicians much easier, faster, and also safer.
Gotcha. So just off the bat, just looking at the touch screen, what are the differences with the next generation Series I furnaces?
Yeah, so what you see right now on your screen is when you start the furnace. So this is, we call it our first installation assistant, so that every technician has the possibility to personalize your furnace. So that means you see currently the different languages, and I will start and will use welcome. So in the time when I click on it, it's getting blue, and now it's selected. So you can either change also different languages, and then you press on this button again. You get into the next level. So this is the unit level. You have the possibility in the temperature to either stay with Celsius or also, you see now it's blue highlighted, I clicked on it, to Fahrenheit or back to Celsius. In the next, you have date and time. So right now it's the American format on because we're in America. If you would like to have the general format, you just click on it and you see it's changing. I click again on it, but you just see the difference. Okay, say next. So this is the connection, the furnace to your network. So the furnace is asking for a LAN cable, and with the LAN cable, the furnace directly gets the connection and is already also getting his own IP address. As you can see right now, everything is already blue, so the furnace has this network connection. The next thing is that the sintering furnaces have to mount, with the sintering furnaces, you have to mount the heating elements. And we would like to support you. So you have here QR codes. If you're not familiar how to mount the heating elements, you just can take your phone, hold it in front of it, and you directly get with this QR code scan a connection to our YouTube channel. So DEKEMA has a YouTube channel under DEKEMA Academy, and this is a really, really easy showing instructions for the heating elements. So if you have installed them, just click on yes and then go forward. In the first time when you have this new furnace, there's a dust guard inside. You just have to remove this before you can use the furnace. And that's why it just asks if you remove this cover. Just click on yes. And the next is really important. I like this one. It's asking you if you have mounted the firing table. And this nice picture is also showing you how to do it. So you have first the installation table, then the ring, and then the plate. If you have done this, just click on yes. And then the furnace is asking for a start of the installation program. This is a first installation program where the furnace is just rechecking if everything is properly working. So this program is about 3 hours. We always recommend to do this because it's also a security and safetyness for you, that you know that everything is fine after the transport to your laboratory. So you can click on start, and then the furnace is starting. As you can see, the duration is about 240 minutes. With this, you also get again an explanation of the program manager. As you can see, blue lighted on the left side, the temperature. Okay, vacuum, this is for our firing and pressing furnaces. Then you have the furnace number, and if you click on it, you see the performed sintering cycles we already have done, and it's changing the color to firing. And then this is also a great feature for you so that you easily find your IP address. You have below that the first startup, so this is what it's doing right now. And then if you click on it, you see the IP address, and you easily can then work with it. So I will right now stop this program. If you stop this, you can do this in the whole time. But if you turn off the furnace and turn it on again, this whole procedure will start again, because the furnace is really asking for this, and we always recommend to do this first installation.
Right. So the startup installation process is really user-friendly. It's just following the prompt, really. I did see in there that it asked for an internet connection. Constance, can you go through a little bit in more detail of the capabilities the Series I furnaces have with LAN connection?
Yes. So what you can see right now is the program manager, and you have local, you have USB internet. And that's why this LAN connection is so great. So I click on the button internet, and here you have the direct connection to our database. The database, what I've showed before on our website. So this means the furnace have a direct connection, and you just, and this is really nice, you just can scroll through this database. And as you can see, we have a lot. And what I really like is also that we included the logos. So it's really easy for the lab owner to know, this is my material, what I'm using.
Right.
And then you just click on it. It's blue lighted to a right, and then the program is coming up. So it's Katana, and then you see the program. And I just take this one again. Now you see the program, and the really great feature is you can directly start it from the internet.
Oh, wow. So you don't have to pre-download the programs. You can just go onto the database that's directly connected through the internet, select your program, and then just start it from there?
Yes. So you can. So you have all possibilities. You have also the area local, as you can see here. It's you can download it as you did it with the standard furnace, so that you have it local, and you can still start it from there, but you don't need to. So this is a really great feature. So this means you can directly stream from the internet. This is like, I like this comparison when you think about yourself or everybody from your mobile phone. So in the past, when you had your, I do not know, a Nokia or whatever, and you listened to a music, you had to download the music on it, and then you could start it. What can you do with the new, take the Apple phones as an example? Mm-hmm. You have an internet connection, you directly can stream everything. You don't have to download it. You can, if you would like, you can store it so that you can listen again to it and you directly have it on your phone. But the streaming is one of the most important things. So you directly have the opportunity to take whatever you need. So you're completely flexible. Everybody is always on the safe side to have the latest versions of the programs available, and you don't have to download them. If you download something, I call it, it's getting old, because you do not know if a manufacturer may be changing or adapting something in the programs. If you have it on local, you do not know this. And with the connection to the internet, you are always on the safe side to know that you get the newest programs or always adapted programs also.
I think that's great, where you have access to that database that's always up to date and kind of a worry-free that you're not running on an older program. That's great. So with the internet programs, are you able to modify or change those programs?
So this is also a good question, because this is the recommendation or the program which we receive from the manufacturer, and we always recommend also to stay with these programs and to use them, because then you know that you use the programs the manufacturers recommend. But it is possible to adapt them also. So you see on the lower area, the button edit. And if I click on edit, and maybe I would like to change the end temperature. So here it's 1560. Maybe you think it's too high. You click into the field, and then you can just you take whatever, like 1530, if this is for you the end temperature what you need, and then you say okay, and then you can start. And this is most important. There's an attention coming. It's only a temporary program. So this is just the information that the furnace is directly informing you that you can adapt the program, but you cannot save them from the internet. So if you started with this change temperature and you go back and you will take this program again in the next time, you just open it again from the internet, and as you can see, it's still with 1560. So this is not possible. You can edit, but not save it.
Okay, but you could save that program onto the furnace, where you could then make the change, and that change would then be kept.
Yeah, so this is possible under local.
Yeah.
So if you stored the programs, as an example from Henry Schein, and you take this program and you would like to adapt it, you still click on Edit. I take as an example again the end temperature, and you change it to 1500. You say OK, and then you have on the left side the button Save. And this means when you click on this, it's saved. And this is the thing that is why we always recommend to use the connection to the internet, because with this you are definitely sure to have always the recommended program from the manufacturer. If you think about your individual situation in your laboratory, maybe you have 2 or 3 technicians who are working there, and everybody maybe makes some adaptations. And at the end of the week, no one really knows if this is the correct program. And with this, maybe you have decoloration, or the material is not anymore translucent like that. And this is something where the frustration is beginning. And that is why we always recommend the internet connection.
Right. I think having the latest version from the manufacturer for their program is very important. Are there any other features, Constance, that you have integrated into the new Series I furnaces for the end user?
Yes. So as I said, we would like to make the life easier, faster, and also safer. So I explained this great feature with the internet connection, but I will press the button Setup. And as you can see, the look and feel is nearby the same to the standard furnaces. As you see with units and language. This is something also really great for DEKEMA. If you know one furnace, you know them all. And here, as I said, under first of all under network, I click on it, and you see the IP address. And there is a great feature integrated to this furnace.
So could you share a little bit more about that IP address integration?
Yeah, so this means with this IP address, this is the situation what we have currently here. So my computer, or the computer from Aaron, is in the same network like the furnace. So with this feature, we do have the possibility, or you have the possibility to go on your furnace via VNC. So this means you just have to download a VNC client. Uninteresting if you do it on your computer, or also on your iPhone, or general mobile phone, or tablet. And then you just open this app, and you tap inside the IP address. And with this, you directly get the same screen as you have it on your furnace directly on your computer. So this is the situation what we currently are doing. So this is a great feature, because with that, if you're maybe for a short time out of your laboratory, you still have the possibility to check if the program is still running and how long it will take. So you directly can work with the furnace. Or if you would like to start a program later on, you can do it. So you don't have to work directly at the furnace.
Yeah, and you can monitor the performance of the furnace, where it is in the program, and really just remote control that furnace, which I think that is really cool. That is awesome.
Really, really great. And this is also something coming to the next point. We have on the right side the bottom quality management. I click on this. So quality management, this is also for the laboratories, really security. The furnace is always storing the latest 100 programs. So if you would like to have a check on it, you just click, I make as an example, you just click on it and you get a so-called QM record. So this means you see in the top, this is firing number 9 with the firing program, what you have chosen, Katana as an example, and the start time, finish time, whatever, the program sequences. And then on the lower level, you see firing canceled by user. So this was me because I started it to show it. But as you can see, the furnace is storing all information. And this is really, really great.
So the QM record, is that saving the last 100 firings?
Yes.
Okay.
Always the last 100, and it's overriding when it has more, the latest one. So this is really, really great thing. And then, last but not least, we have this button so-called backup recovery. And here, as you can see, you can either do your backup via USB or online. So this means the customer still has the possibility and availability to work as you do it with the standard furnaces, or you can do everything online. And online backup is a great feature for security and fast reaction.
Where is so if the customer performs an online backup, Constance, where is that backing up to?
Yeah.
Where's the data, the information?
So in the time when the customer is clicking on online backup, this is directly going to a server at DEKEMA. So this means, as an example, a customer or a laboratory is calling the tech people from Zahn because he needs some support, he has questions, or he just would like to know what he has to do if something is popping up. So with this, the tech guy directly from Zahn can explain the customer to send this online backup. This is going directly to DEKEMA, and he can take all the information from the customer, so like the furnace identification number and also the why the customer has called, and can send this email directly to DEKEMA. So we can directly support. This means we are not losing time because we can go with the online backup inside the furnace. So there's also the last 100 programs stored on it. So we can see where maybe an issue came up and how we can support. And this is really great. No one is losing time. It's directly there.
I think that's huge, where you have the support of Zahn, but also the power of DEKEMA behind us as well. So that's fantastic. And then I see at the bottom the online update.
Yeah. So this makes also life easier. As I explained it before, with the standard furnaces, you have on the product information the link, and you have to download the information and put it on a USB stick and then upload it on the furnace. Here, you directly update on the furnace. So via the LAN connection, the customer just click on this button. I can do it right now. And you see it flashing. The furnace is searching if there is a new software coming up. Here it's telling you latest software version already installed. So this is really easy going.
Right. So DEKEMA would then let Zahn know that there's an update for the furnace, and then we would then share that information with the customer via email, phone call, and share that there's a new software update for the furnace and to perform that online update, correct?
Yeah, correct. That's the way how it goes.
Perfect. So we're going to toggle back to a live video. We're going to open it up for some questions. So one can programs from the manufacturer be altered, or do you need to create a new program if you want to change existing program parameters? So I think we went through that, where you can download a program, whether it's saved from the on a USB for the standard furnace or via the online database in the new Series I. You can save that, and then you can make any type of modifications you can, right?
Yes.
On that. Okay.
So it's really, really easy. As I explained it, it's really easy. You either can directly use the programs from the internet, or if you would like to, you can store them and you can adapt them. For me, generally, I think this is something what is great to know from DEKEMA if you have a standard furnace or also the next generation Series I furnaces. They are really, really easy to handle.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.